Auzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Today we will continue with our lecture. BQS516. For today we will be moving on to the chapter of curtain wall. So before that, let me share you my screen. This building is a small project I've been working on for the past couple of weeks. So today I'm planning to put this wall, and this wall as curtain wall. Okay. So curtain wall uh, can be considered as a type of wall in Revit. Okay? So you can either design the curtain wall from the start, or you can put in the curtain wall after you have created the wall from other material. Okay? So in this case, we've already put in a half brick wall, and these three faces of the wall. So we plan to change it to curtain wall. Okay. So normally what we can see here is that there is this upper floor, okay, which is in contact with the wall itself. So usually what I would do is I would pull this upper floor away from the from meeting the interior face of the walls that I intend to change as a curtain wall. So to do that, just simply change the border line of the wall, this part, so that it's a bit further away from the wall, so that we can get a clean curtain wall from bottom to top without any obstructions. All right, so okay, so you can see there's no more upper floor sticking to this part of the wall. So from there, we can select the wall that we want to change here and then press Control. You can see the cursor, there's a plus sign there. So you can click here and click here. So it's inclusive ads. Okay. So we can see from the property that this is our basic 114 mm wall. So we can click here. Then there's a lot of type of walls here. So go down until we can see here curtain wall. So there are three types of curtain wall here. Curtain wall itself, exterior glazing, and storefront. So for our scope, we'll just be going to the curtain wall itself. So when we click here, you can see that the 114 mm thick wall have been changed into a curtain wall. Okay. So this is not curtain wall per se because it's incomplete. This is just the glazing, okay, kaca for the curtain wall. As we know, curtain wall comes in panels of glazing. Okay, So nobody can supply, glazing for two-story building in one panel. So that's impossible. So we need to make create the frame for the curtain wall itself. Now, in creating this frame, it is customizable, meaning depend on us. What is the size of the panel? The dimension and all those things. We can create it at our own. Okay. So to do that, before we put the frame, or it's known as the mullion, we have to determine the grid itself. Okay, we have to draw the grid first, and then we put in the frame or the mullion. All right, so at the architecture tab, you can see here curtain grid. Okay, so this is where we will draw the grid of the curtain wall so that we can put the mullion. The best way to draw this is not in 3D mode. So we better go to the, let's say, elevation. So I'll go to the front elevation is the south. Okay. So, we are having this grid interfering with us. So we just push it upwards. Okay. All right. So that is the glazing itself. You can see this is the icon for the curtain wall itself. So if we want to start to draw, select that place. One way we can draw is by going to architecture and then press the curtain grid, and then we will choose all segments, meaning that we will draw the uh, grid through all the segments that are there. Okay, so since we haven't started yet, so there's no segment. To draw across the panel anyways. So for me, I'll take the center. Okay, so go to the edge of the glass. Okay, you can see it's written there midpoint of curtain panel. So I'll click here. So that's my first grid. And then I'll put center here. Another one. Okay, so that's the second, and I'll put it here, and I'll put it here. Okay, so if you check the 3D, okay, we have an 8-panel glass at this space. So I'll be repeating that at all the uh, bases of the, the curtain wall. So same process. Go to architecture, curtain grid. We can draw the grid. Center here. This center. Click. This center. This center. And then the west elevation. Did the same process. Choose the panel. This one. Architecture. Curtain grid. The grid. Okay. So if we go to the 3D, you can see that the glazing has been equipped with the grid. Okay. But you have to remember this is just the grid. It's not the mullion itself. You see at the edge here, okay, this is not they are not linked together, okay, because the mullion is missing. So what we need to do is actually put the mullion over the grid. Okay, so to do that, go to architecture and mullion here. Okay, here we will have three choices. You can put the grid line one by one, okay, across the entire surface of the glazing, or you want to put grid line by segment, so it will not draw across the glazing, or you can put the all the grid. Okay, you put all the mullion onto all the grid in just one click. Okay, so I'm going to use that actually. Click here. Okay, that's my mullion. Okay, you can do this in 3D. 3D also no problem. Okay, so you can see that's my frame or my mullion. This is still in grid. Okay, mullion, all grid line. I'll click here and here. Okay, so you can see now our curtain wall is equipped with mullion. However, if you look very closely, it is not really that complete yet. Yeah? Tak berapa kemas. Especially if you look at the corner here, okay, seems that these two mullion are intersecting with each other. This one and this one. Okay, they are intersecting. So this type of mullion is a rectangular mullion, usually being used over here. Okay, so it is not suitable for the corner of the glazing. Okay, so we need to change it into an L type of mullion, meaning corner mullion. In order to do that, we need to highlight all of these mullion which are overlapping each other at this corner, which is a tricky business. Because if you select this mullion, okay, the tab key, if I select that, it will only select that particular mullion for that particular glass. It will not go all the way to the bottom. Okay, so we have to select all that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to the bottom. And also we have to select this mullion. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, meaning that we have to highlight 8 mullions at the same time. So to do that, it's a bit of a trickery. Okay, you have to know how to use the tab button and the control button. So as usual, when you're selecting something in Windows, you just click. If you can't seem to get it, you can use the tab button, but this time I got it. So now I want to also select the mullion at the bottom. Okay. So to do that, you click here and then it will highlight. Okay. And then to click here, you just mouse over where you want it to be and press the tab button. Okay, when it seems that that is the correct thing, don't click yet. Press the control key first. Press and don't let go. You can see the icon change into the plus sign, and then you click. And then you release. So that's only the second one. So repeat the process. Go to the next one. Mouse over. Okay, if you can get it like this, it's good. You don't need to use the tab key. But if you can't, Just mouse over approximately and then press. You don't have to press the mouse, just mouse over. And then just press the tab. In my case, I press it once, twice. Okay, so it's already highlighting that particular mullion. And then I press Control and not letting go. And then press the mouse. Okay, that's the third one. So repeat that for all the 8 corner mullions and one more set at the other corner. So that's 16. Click here. Okay, so that's just one part. Then click this one. Control. Because if you make the mistake of not pressing the control, it will only select that mullion, that one mullion. So whatever you have selected before, it will be undone. So you have to do it all over again. That's quite annoying. So zooming in will help, okay, for you to select and get it. Tap, tap. Okay, that's it. Control, click. Get it. Tap, tap. Control, click. Tap. Control, don't let go. Click. Okay, so I already managed to choose all the corner mullion. Remember to move the drawing itself. Use click the center roller button, not the left button. Be careful with the left button, or you will undo this. Okay. So if you go to properties, you can see that this thing that we have highlighted is a rectangular mullion, 50 times 150 mm. So we're going to change that. We click here, and then we look. There's a lot of types of mullions here. We have a V corner mullion, trapezoid corner. So let's say we want to use this L type. Okay, use L type mullion. So you can see that this corner mullion has changed. Oh, there's a message here. Corner mullion overlap. Corner mullion overlap mullion placed on a neighboring curtain region. Okay, it's okay. All right. So that is the L-shaped corner mullion. So if you choose the trapezoid or you choose the V shape, it will be quite different. So we have another corner to deal with here. So you can see the difference here between the L shape and this overlapping rectangular mullion. So we have to change that. So if you do not manage to click all the way down, it will only change the L-shaped mullion to the part you have selected only, meaning that the bottom part will still be rectangular. So we don't want that. Okay, click here. Now I'm gonna click side by side. Okay. Yep, yep, yep. You're lucky you don't have to use the tab key. No, you have to use the tab key. Oh my god, that is wrong. I selected the. So press shift to undo. Do that. Yeah. Shift is to unselect. Okay. Control is to select. Okay. Let's continue. That. This is going to take quite some time. So please remember to save your work. Okay. So there's the other corner, mullion, to be changed to L type. And then, all right. So the corner mullion is done. And there's some housekeeping to do, especially the floor. Let's see, the suspended floor is not really attached to the uh, um, or curtain wall itself. So yeah, you have to do that back. Edit boundary. There. Okay. And then if you see that this wall here, it did not end to this, interior face of the curtain wall. So it just ends at the center of the curtain wall. So we want to make sure that it finish off the entire curtain wall. So same goes here. Right. So lebih kemas. And then what else? Oh, our ground floor is also not into length, okay, until the end, doesn't reach the end of the curtain wall. Now for this, we need the level 1 floor plan. Highlight the ground floor. As you get it, you can always go to 3D view, highlight it, and then go to level 1, click edit boundary. So you can see that this part did not go until the exterior face. Change that. So yeah, much more neat. Save your work. Okay, so that is on the curtain wall itself, but there are some features of the curtain wall that we can add on to it. First of all, the door. Okay, so we can add glass doors to the curtain wall. So either be it a single door or a double door. Okay. First of all, let me show you the single door. Okay. Now, by default, the single door for curtain wall is not available in the family, okay, or in your library, so you have to download it. For me, as usual, I'm using Revit City. So if you search, curtain wall doors, curtain glass wall. Oh, that did not come out. About curtain wall door. Okay, so that is for curtain wall sliding door, but we are searching for just the door. Okay, so there are many types of doors, even revolving doors we can put to the curtain wall. You can see that. So let's say this door is just simple, seems simple enough. So you click here, you can see the detail of the door. So let's want to download this. Click download now. Okay, waiting. The line is a bit slow today. Very slow, as a matter of fact. I'll try again. Okay, so it has downloaded the RFA file. So click here, and Revit will upgrade this. This is from Revit 2009. I'm using Revit 2017, so you can upgrade the model. Great. So that is the door. Nothing much to do here for beginners. Just load into project and close. Okay, so now you are back. We are back at the building that we are working on. So where's the door? In order to place the door, there's a special technique, not like your typical door or common brick wall. So what you need to do is to select the glass panel that you are going to change into a glass door. So in our case, we are putting in a single glass door. So you need to choose the panel. Obviously, the most bottom panel. Okay, we're going to put it our door there. So that's the panel we're talking about. So if you see the properties, system panel glaze, meaning that there's actually the glass of the panel. So we click here, and then we look for the door in here. So you can see here. So this is our door, or even though it looks a bit weird, but it's our door. We click this glass door, and it changed into a glass door. Even though it's a bit flipped, so we can change that, no problem. Go to level 1 drawing, and then we can change the orientation just like a normal door. And that's a proper single glass door. You can choose to put another one here, but there will be a post in the middle between them. So not really suitable for what you call a double door setup when you have a post in the middle of it. Okay. So if you're planning for a single door, this is the most suitable design. But how about um, a double door? Okay. So for double doors, let's undo that. Okay, so we are back at the glass panel. So what we need to do is actually remove the mullion, this mullion, and the grid that we have drawn for this part only. So the mullion itself is quite easy to remove. Just click it and delete it. Okay. And then the grid itself, and click the grid. And then click here, add remove segment. And then click where you don't want it to be. And then escape. So you have removed that mullion and the grid. So this becomes one huge glass panel. Okay, let me try to highlight it. Okay, so that is one huge glass panel. So this panel, you can put a double door. So we go to our favorite Revit City to look for curtain wall double door. Okay, so is it searching? Is it okay? So it has search. Is some of them are the same, but we do have some double doors here. Let's say I pick this one. Yeah, it's gonna take a very long time to download. All right. So we have downloaded the curtain wall double door. So click on it to open it, upgrade the model. Okay, so that's the schematic. Just load it into project and close. So to use that door, the process is the same as the single door. Just highlight the glass panel using the tab key. That's glass. Click here. Change the glaze panel into a this one. Swinging pair doors for curtain wall. So it has like 4 designs here we can choose. So that is something unique. So we can choose either we can use this one, okay, small door, big door. What this one? Okay, so that's interesting. About this one? Wow, not really. This one? Ah, this is just nice. Okay, so I'm gonna use this. Okay, so that is my curtain wall double door. So let's check it at the floor plan. Oh, it's opening outwards. So it's supposed to be opening inwards for me. Oh, let's try to highlight door. So it's supposed to be like that. Yeah, now it's much better. All right. Next, I'll be showing you about the glass itself, the glazing. Um, you can always change the color or put some tint to the glass itself. So In order to do that, first we need to choose the glass panel itself. Just like one we did to change the door. Choose, oops. The, let's try the two-dimensional view. So that is the glass panel. So what we can do is we click here, edit type. Okay, so you can see that the material here is glass. So we're gonna modify that. So this glass material is came in with the library, okay, for material browser. We don't want to be changing the setting of this default material. We want to make our own. So we need to duplicate this. So click this small button here, and then you can click here, duplicate selected material. So once we duplicate it, we can give it a name. I'm going to give it glass tinted. Okay, it's tinted glass so that I don't mess around with the original glass setting. So this tinted glass has this light green tint to it. Yeah, sure. Let's have a look. If you want to see it, go to here, visual style, choose either shaded or realistic. Yeah, you can see it has a light greenish tint to it. So we're going to change that. What about, okay, so say we're going to change that light green tint. So just highlight one panel, that should be enough. Go to the material class. We are oh, we did not save our material. We have to redo it again. Okay, so this we're going to duplicate class. Okay, so we do not want to be using this light green tint. We're going to change it. So this one, uh, we want to click here, tint, hides the tint properties of the material. So we want to choose, let's say, a bluish tint. And now it's try. Okay, so that's the blue tint. Anything else? Okay. So you can see there our curtain wall. Very good. Okay, the color has changed into a bluish type of tint. Okay, so it's a very interesting feature that you can put into your building. This curtain wall, because it will help, especially in terms of lighting. Okay, when you need to render the interior of the building, if you don't have enough artificial lighting, you would need to rely on natural lighting. Yeah. And the curtain wall would provide tremendous amount of natural lighting to the interior of your building. So when you render it, because usually render tend to be a bit dark, you don't have enough lighting. So if you are using curtain wall, your interior will the colors will be noticeable. It will be bright. Okay? So I think this feature is suitable, okay, for very buildings that are quite prestigious, or office buildings. You can also put it in bungalow homes. So that is it for my uh, explanation on the basics of curtain wall in Revit, showing you how to create the curtain wall itself, to put indoors and change the tint. There's a lot more features that you can put into this curtain wall. So if you are really interested, you can explore the internet to look for more advanced design. So, all right. So that's it for today. Thank you for uh, listening in, and I hope that this will help you in preparation of your design forever. That, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi